Everybody had a person like Miguel Romero in their high school when they were growing up. Miguel was the kid who laughed out loud if you missed a basket in gym. He was the kid who made you second guess raising your hand in class when you knew the answer. Remember that guy? Friends knew him. Principal knew him. The security guards, the teachers, everyone knew Miguel Romero. Yo, Miguel's in a gang fight over the weekend. Yo, did you hear Miguel beat up Lewis's dad? Word, hasn't he been suspended like 5 times? Yeah. Miguel was one of the bad kids. And in my school, he was the bad kid. So imagine the dangerous currents of electricity that flew through the air that day he came walking right toward me. Are you Brendyn? Yes. Brendyn Schneider? Your father's name is Ed Schneider? My dad? Miguel wanted to beat up me and my father? My father's my dad. Ed Schneider's my dad. He is my dad. He is my good dad. Thank you. And Miguel hugged me. Remember the tough guy hugs? Reach around, 2 quick pats to the back. Yo, your father is a great man. You ever need anything, you got to let me know, okay? And he walked away. It's a good thing, too, because if Miguel would have stuck around waiting for an answer, he would have been standing there about 4 months. The most dangerous person on the planet. Jeffrey Dahmer, Boston Strangler, Mussolini, and none of those guys mattered. Miguel Romero just offered me protection. And my dad was involved. Hey, Dad? Good, come here, you can help me. My father was messing around with the TV again. This is a war that raged for decades. 1980s, standard TV, very heavy, piece of furniture, aerials. He was fooling around one aerial and outfitted the other aerial with this long, conical, tinfoil-shaped sock that stretched across the room, toward the wall, along the wall, and out into the hallway. Hey, Dad, how do you know Miguel Romero? Point the foil toward the kitchen. Dad, Miguel Romero, how do you know him? I never heard of him. Wait, Miguel in my catechism class? Both my parents taught religious education in my church when we were growing up. And my friends and I, we had seen Miguel and his henchmen like before and after class, but we always figured that when we were in class, they were up at the 7-Eleven parking lot drinking Crazy Horse. I said, Dad, Miguel has religion? Yeah, he's in my 8th grade confirmation class. I can't believe this. All right, he came up to me before math today, patted me on the back, and said that you were a good guy. Yeah, that's Miguel. He's a good kid. No, Dad. No, Dad, he's a bad kid. I mean, he gets suspended all the time. I'm surprised they even let him into church. And I'll never forget how serious my dad got when I said that. My father said, I never want to hear you say that again. Miguel's not a bad kid. He's a good kid surrounded by bad. There's a big difference. Dad, we got to be talking about 2 different Miguel Romeros. No, it's all right. I'm helping him through some stuff. You're what? Helping him through what? That's none of your business, buddy. That's between me and Miguel. After years of watching kids get cut down by my town's most notorious, he was now receiving some kind of guidance from the same man who once told me that smoking helped him breathe better. And yet, as time went on, I noticed a change in Miguel Romero. He got rid of those henchmen. His clothes went from torn and worn to the epitome of GQ smooth. He was getting the crowd going at pep rallies and teaching salsa lessons after school. He was building a reputation that was so luminous, it was eclipsing that madman from before. And as the years went on, I would ask my dad just how he and Miguel were connected, and I'd always hit that same brick wall. I'd say, what do you guys have in common? And he asked me, how's Miguel doing? I said, he's good. He's a good kid. And that would be the end of the conversation. Now, flash forward to about, 5 years ago. And I'm cleaning out my closet, and I find my old high school yearbook. And what do you do when you find a yearbook? You open it up, right? Instantly. So I'm thumbing through the pages, and I come across a picture of Miguel. And it occurs to me that after all those years, I still didn't know what happened between Miguel and my dad. So I called my father. I said, hey, Dad, you remember Miguel Romero? Never heard of him. Yeah, you do. He was in your eighth grade confirmation class. Oh, wow. Miguel? Yeah, Miguel Romero. Yeah, sure, I remember him. Good kid. Yeah, see, Dad, he wasn't always a good kid. When I first knew him, he picked on a lot of my friends. Yeah, when he came into my class, he was a real punk. Dad, you said it was just the opposite. You said that he was a good kid surrounded by bad, and that there was a difference. I said that? Yeah, you did. That's pretty good. I said, Dad, this is going to sound crazy, but the kid completely pulled his life around. I mean, what did you say to him? My dad got real quiet on the phone. On the phone, quiet's a little different than face-to-face quiet, you know? Stretched on a little bit. After a couple seconds, he said to me, it's been a few years. I can tell you what happened with Miguel. The kid comes into my class thinking he's hot stuff, right? I mean, he's bothering me. He's mouthing off to the other kids. I'm letting a lot of it go, but I'm watching him. First few classes, he's sitting with this girl. And then one night, they're on opposite ends of the room. She's trying to hide how upset she is, and he's still acting like a tough guy. Now, when you're that age, you break up over stupid stuff all the time, but something just wasn't right. So after everyone leaves, I have him stay after class, and they say, what's going on, Miguel? Nothing. What's going on with you? Look, why don't you stop wasting my time? No, you look. You think I want to be here? My mother makes me come to this, so why don't you just step off? And that's when I walk over and close the door. That class knew I wasn't screwing around. That's not what I'm talking about, Miguel. What's going on between you and the girl? Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. You made it my business when you brought it in here. Yeah, whatever, pal. Can I go now? No. No, you can't. Listen, you all right? You need some kind of help? What'd you say to me? I said, do you need some help? No. No, I don't need any help. I think you do. Look at me. Hey, I said look at me. Is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? Yeah. What? Yes. Yeah, she's pregnant. Is it yours? Yeah. All right. It's mine. She's going to have a little baby. And you know what? Her father's going to kill me. She said she's going to tell him, and I swear to God he's going to kill me. You know where she lives? Yeah. Your father home? No. No, he don't live with us. All right. Get your coat. No way. Come on, be a man. Where's the tough guy now? All that jiving and high talk when it's easy. But when the chips are down, it's no way, and can I go now, and piss off. Quit your crying, get your coat, and let's go. Now, first we went to his house, talked to his mom. Next, we went to the girl's house, talked to her parents. Now, it was dicey for a little while, but both families worked it out. She had the kid, and the church helped get the kid adopted. Now, I had Miguel stay after class a lot that year, but not because he was being bad. It was just the opposite. Rough home life, boy. His dad leaves when he's really young. His mom, his mom was all right, but she was an older lady, and I don't think she left the house much. So he started hanging out with a bad element, older kids, punks. So I'm not surprised he was a bully for a little while there. And now it was my turn to be quiet on the phone. I mean, this is my dad. This is the guy who used to tell me to eat my greens. This is the same guy who, when I was 5 years old and I asked him what sex was, he said, I don't know. You know, Dad, you... That's pretty funny, yeah. I said, you know, Dad, you really changed that kid's life. Sure I did. Well, hey, look, I helped. We can't do it all on our own, right? And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, I'd always known Miguel to be a bully. But I never once, not once, stopped to think what made him one. Or what it takes to bring a person back. My name is Brendyn Schneider. Thanks very much.